Welcome to the SeaWorld Parent Information Meeting. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. Please pay special attention to anything in red throughout this video. Watch this presentation and sign the form indicating that you have done so by January 30th. Then, we will send the paperwork and permission slips home with your child. We look forward to a great trip. Day 1. Students will arrive bright and early at 6:30 a.m. They should have with them a suitcase, a sleeping bag and pillow, and don't forget a sack lunch for the first day. Students will find near the charter buses event signs which will tell them their group assignments and the chaperones that are in charge of them. This will be the first time that students will find out who their groups are, but it's okay. We put the kids with their friends, so they should be happy and excited for the trip. After taking attendance, we will leave Xaharas at hopefully 7 o'clock a.m. And after a rest stop and lunch at the park in Yuma, we hope to arrive at SeaWorld at about 3 o'clock. At this time, the students get free time to explore the park with their chaperones. The park closes at about 5 o'clock. At that time, we will exit the park and check in at the SeaWorld dorms. The dorms are a very nice facility located on SeaWorld grounds. The students will be assigned dorm rooms, put in groups, and then we will have a delicious dinner, which is usually chicken strips, pasta with red sauce, meatballs, breadsticks, salad, fruit, chips, a variety of drinks. The kids love it. That evening, classes are taught in rotation by the SeaWorld staff. Sometimes we learn about sharks, sometimes we dissect squid, sometimes we learn the difference between seals and sea lions, sometimes we do experiments with blubber. It's all exciting, fascinating stuff. The kids love it. After we get them nice and tired, bedtime is at 10:30. On the second day, we wake up bright and early, 7:45, and pack up and load the buses. The buses are parked while we enjoy a breakfast and tour of the park before it opens. The SeaWorld staff leads us around. Sometimes we get to feed various animals. Sometimes we visit the aquariums that are there. But when the park opens at 10:30, it's time for more free time. The students, with their chaperones, explore the park, ride the rides, have time until about 2:40. This is a quick trip. At 2:40, we exit the park, give the kids a little snack, and we're on the road. In Yuma, we stop for dinner at Golden Corral. And then we should be starting the foam tree at about 9:30 to let parents know of our arrival time. We should arrive at Xaharas at about 10:30 p.m. that night. I know what you're thinking. This sounds like a fabulous trip. How can my child be a part of it? What if I told you your child could actually go for free? And here's how. Through the ECA tax credit. The cost for every child to attend the 6th grade SeaWorld trip is $250. We need that payment by February 22nd, please. But if you pay through the ECA tax credit, you could get a dollar-for-dollar credit on your Arizona state tax return. Single adults can pay $200, and then you could have a friend or family member donate the extra $50, or you could do a check for $50 to Xaharas Student Funds. If you are a married couple, you can donate up to $400. So you could do $250 for your child, and then, if it's possible, You could donate the extra $150 for a child in need or for some of our other activities. We appreciate all extra donations. In fact, we as teachers donate our extra $400 to this trip. How can you be a part of the trip? As a chaperone. Thank you so much for being interested in joining us. We could not do this trip without chaperones. We take as many parents that we can based on the seats on the bus and beds in the dorms. If you are interested in being a chaperone, please fill out the paperwork that will be sent home with your child and turn in your form by the due date. Because we love our chaperones, we will pick and notify them by February 14th. Chaperones must be willing to follow the district chaperone standards, which can be found on our website. Chaperones also need to pay $250 for the trip, and they are not eligible to pay into the ECA tax credit. That is for students only. Chaperones must ride the bus with the students, and we absolutely cannot make any exceptions on that. What should your child bring on the SeaWorld trip? A small suitcase or duffel bag, a sleeping bag, please make sure to label your sleeping bag, pajamas, a jacket or sweatshirt, long pants for sure. It is cool in San Diego, especially when we are outdoors in the evenings in our night rotations. Your child needs comfortable walking shoes, no flip-flops please, and a second set of clothes. An extra pair of socks is great, maybe 2 or 3 extra pair, and toiletries, of course. A towel and washcloth, they will have access to showers, and then, of course, a Ziploc bag to store their wet clothes in after the shower. If you would like your child to be able to take photos on the trip, you may send a disposable camera with your child, or a digital camera, provided it is an inexpensive digital camera that you do not mind if your child loses. Every year we have some child lose or misplace or break something, and we don't want it to be an expensive camera that you're going to be upset about. So, disposable camera or inexpensive digital camera, please. Don't forget the disposable sack lunch for that first day's picnic in Yuma. And then a rain poncho. Even if there's not rain in the forecast, rain poncho is great to protect your child from those wet rides and roller coasters. A fanny pack or small backpack is great for taking extra clothes around the park or money. If you do choose to send money with your child for souvenirs or snacks, please make sure that your child will be responsible for his or her extra money. But again, no extra money is needed for the trip. What not to bring. Do not allow your child to bring electronics of any kind. Cell phones, iPods, iPads, MP3 players, handheld electronic games. No, 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 and no. No gum, no soda, and please, no more money than you are willing to lose. Again, no extra money is actually required. Money is at your discretion. Pretty much anything not already allowed at school is not allowed on the trip. We will go over these items with your children, and we will send a copy of this list home in your packet. Now it is time to contact your child's teacher. Please let us know that you have viewed this presentation by signing the form or emailing your child's teacher. Include your name, your child's name, that you watched the video, and how you're paying. ECA, personal check to Zaharis Student Funds, etc. And we will send you the necessary paperwork and permission slips. For your convenience, here are our email addresses.